Welcome back. With us right now is Stuart Spencer of Advanced Ear Care. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, great to see you, Ken.
Yeah, always nice to have you on. And we got several topics we're going to talk about today. And one of the first ones is, I know May was Better Hearing Month, but right now when we're looking at the technology of hearing aids, how remarkable that they've gotten, both shrinking in size like everything else really with tech, but easier to use, longer battery life, all kinds of things, right?
Oh, it's very exciting. You know, May was Better Hearing Month. We had just some incredible response to a lot of our promotions that were out there, and a lot of people came in that were just kind of wondering whether they had hearing loss or not, and we're able to help them. And it was an amazing month. It was really one of the best Better Hearing Months we've ever had, and so we're really happy to see the response from the community on that. And really, what we're finding, Ken, is, I've done this 35 years, right?
Yeah.
Now, these technologies are remarkable. We're getting so much better result with the technologies that we have. People are starting to hear clearer.
Yeah.
And that's what they always want, is better clarity. And they're coming back and going, oh my gosh, Stuart, this is so much better in noise. And that's where the real challenge is, of course. And it's just so incredible to see that kind of change. And the performance of these little devices, whatever they are really working better.
Yeah, they are. And of course, the apps for them now, so people can adjust them as they need.
That's right.
And compare it to what the environment they're in, am I right?
The usability, they're simpler to use. And people have more control over their hearing. Before, we just put it in the air, just crank it up and hold on,
Yeah, yeah.
They were kind of loud and abrasive and, somewhat distorted. The clarity of these newer systems are so much more high quality, and the flexibility of the programming that we're able to do with those units for an individual's hearing loss, it's remarkable. Everybody's hearing's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that, frankly, is so exciting about this business, is it always stays fresh in that regard.
Right.
Every time somebody comes in the door, it's a new set of circumstances that we get to work with and have to really attack and resolve.
Yeah, exactly.
And this kind of software that's within the hearing aids really allows us the ability to manipulate those frequency responses right to their individual loss, and that's how we're getting the great results we have.
Right, exactly. Now, the apps that come with these are, for iPhone and Android. Tell me about those and how they work. Is that something you help set up?
Sure. We pair them with the phones. That's in a limited version. A lot of the hearing systems have the ability just basically to put them on and wear them and hear better. A lot of people don't have to adjust them at all.
Okay.
They have this adaptive technology where, for instance, if you and I are sitting in a room like this, it's quiet, there's no background noise, they work a certain way. If we were to get up and open the door and it was a loud restaurant, in like 300 milliseconds, the back microphones go off, so it cancels a lot of background noise so they can hear better in front of them without even touching them.
Wow.
So the systems themselves are very smart. And so the apps are great, and a lot of people enjoy using those, but other people find they don't use them very often because the hearing aids are working so fine anyway.
Very good.
It's kind of fun.
Now tell me about the speech clarity.
So,
as far as, the testing and making sure people can hear speech clearly, and
it's a critical part of it. Most people come in and they say, Stuart, I know somebody's talking to me. I just can't understand the words clearly.
Right.
And of course, when they get into a noisier situation, it gets more difficult. Or at a distance, or people talking in back of them, those types of things. So, what we've got now is what we call a verified best speech clarity, where we just play speech and noise and see exactly how much better they hear it while we're programming their hearing aids.
Oh,
so
I see.
We know exactly how they're going to do. When they go out there, are they going to get 96%? Are they going to get 88%? What's the real potential for them to hear the best they can? And we'll manipulate that frequency response right while they're wearing it. And it really helps a lot.
Now, in the home environment, of course, it helps you watch TV, right? I should say not watch.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we've saved a lot of marriages this way.
Yeah.
The TV blasting in the room where somebody can't even come and watch it, with them. Or they're watching TV in two separate rooms. Now, with the simple click of a button, or just automatically we can set it up where when they turn the TV on, they hear it directly in their hearing aids.
Right.
and the clarity is so
And that's
remarkable.
through Bluetooth?
That's through, it's through a 900 megahertz system. We have Bluetooth systems, we have 900 megahertz systems. There's different ways of connecting it, but they're so simple. People come back and they're just so thrilled. They're like, I hear the TV better. My wife or husband is so much happier because the blasting, you know, the volume isn't anymore in the living room or family room. And everybody's just really happy with the scenario.
And with the Bluetooth system also on some of these for your smartphone.
Oh my gosh,
you can just answer calls that way?
Right, exactly. I mean, you know, the hearing aids I'm wearing right now, if I get a phone call, you know, I just answer like I normally would. I can sit here and talk with the phone in my hand. I hear them in both ears, right?
Yeah.
Instead of holding it up to one ear. Plus, you know, holding the cell phone up to your ear is not such a good idea these days anyway, right?
Right.
But the clarity is remarkable, the connectivity is just seamless, and the results are really magnificent.
Fantastic. Now, we mentioned how the charging for these hearing aids are lasting longer. How often do they need to be recharged? Or some are recharged, and I want to know the difference between those and some that cannot be recharged. You need new batteries. Am I right?
So, you know, we've always had batteries in hearing aids. Rechargeable hearing aids have been around, you know, frankly, for quite some time.
Right.
You know, now this newer recharging capability, you know, they can wear their hearing aids up to 36 hours. So,
oh, wow.
You know, I mean, you typically recharge a hearing aid every night. You know, you take it off your ear, put it on the charger, take it off the charger, put it on your ear. I mean, it's really simple.
Yeah.
Those little tabs on the back of the batteries are so difficult for people to pull off at times. And we have people with arthritis, Parkinson's, tremors. I mean, all sorts of different kind of impairments. And so to be able to do that simply, it really makes a significant difference for them. It just alleviates all that kind of difficulty.
Right.
And now the performance, some of the older rechargeable hearing aids, the battery would kind of fade during the day. So at the end of the day, they're not quite as strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Today, that's just not even a problem.
Okay.
So they're more it's more of a solid technology, and the performance is really maintained throughout the wearing time.
Okay, and with that, can you get these a hearing aid that's rechargeable, has Bluetooth?
The whole thing.
All that thing.
Connects to the apps or the TV. Yeah, it's like all in one thing.
So if somebody wants it all in one, they can get it.
And they're small little packages. You know, the hearing aids are so tiny. You know, so, you know, everybody always thinks, oh my gosh, what if somebody sees me wearing a hearing aid? Now it's like it does all these other things, and oh yeah, you know, it helps me hear better, right?
Can they get wet?
You know, they can get.
You shouldn't go swimming, but
right? You know, well, for instance,
in the rain, if
you know,
you're in the shower.
I was in Hawaii last summer, you know, playing football on the beach with my kids. You know, I had my hearing aids in, so you know, I just go and jump in the ocean, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing my hearing aids. So I just took them off, opened the battery door, they dried out, they came right back up.
Okay.
You know, I do the same thing at the gym every once in a while. I hop in the shower by accident. And they're pretty water resistant. We can't say waterproof, but they're pretty bulletproof.
All right, very good. Now, I know you folks do different kinds of missions. You've gone all over the world.
That's right. So, you know, last time I was here, we talked about going to Matamoros, Mexico.
Right, that's right. That's the name of the place, yeah.
You know, Brandon, my son who works in the office, is on his way to Afghanistan here next month to help there. You know, we look at it like, you know, we're saving hearing lives, right? You know, and we can talk about hearing aids, you know, all day long. But the fact is, you know, what we do is we change people's lives.
Right.
You know, we reconnect them to their friends and their family. And that's what they want. You know, they really don't want a hearing aid. They just want to hear better.
Right. Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And so that's what we're getting is those kind of results, whether it's, you know, on missions, you know, with a lot of these, mostly children, you know, or right here in our Laguna Woods office, you know, we're reconnecting people back to the relationships that are so important to them.
So you're going off to, is it Minnesota?
That's right.
Okay.
So, you know, they have their annual fundraiser back there in July. Here next week, I'm going to be, I have an opportunity to go back to a short mission there and actually get to meet the Dalai Lama.
Wow.
He's going to be there, so I'm kind of excited about that. You know, not many people get to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
So in conjunction with this mission, I'll be able to meet the Dalai Lama and see where that takes us.
Is it the same Dalai Lama that's been around all these decades, or does it change?
It changes.
It changes, okay.
You know, the Starkey Hearing Foundation does a lot of work in India. You know, thousands and thousands of children there are hearing impaired from middle ear infections or lack of medicines or things of that sort. And so he's just coming over as kind of a thank you to Starkey.
Very nice.
Being part of this whole organization.
Very good. Now let's update on the willow tree.
Hey, if you've been over there, my gosh, they've just torn that whole thing
Yeah,
apart,
they have.
right? You know, they've got all the fences up, the trucks are backed into the thing, they're unloading all the concrete. So it's really nice to see some progress finally, you know.
So is the parking lot being repaved as well?
It will be.
It
yeah,
will be,
yeah.
once all the construction.
Well,
I'm
you know,
sure.
they're kind of doing it now. You know,
Oh,
in
they are?
pieces. They're
Okay.
doing the patching, you know, the real damage work, and they're cleaning up all that, and they're rotating through the parking lot, getting
Okay.
all that done. Kind of simultaneously, then they'll put it all, you know, make it all look really nice in one
Okay.
fell swoop.
Do you have any opening date for the new stores over there?
I don't. You know, I mean, they told us before it was November, you know,
Yeah.
so you know how that goes.
Right.
Well, hopefully you see that date. That'd be great.
All right, very good. So obviously, Advanced Air Care is located over the Willow Tree Center, and eventually there'll be Aldi there and Dollar Tree, I think, and all that. But you know where it's located, and you can come in and talk to Stuart or Brandon or any one of his folks that are over there. And it's okay if they come in and just kind of sit down with you and
Absolutely.
you figure out, do they even need hearing aids? Or what's
Exactly.
the problem might
That's
be, right?
the simple first step. You know, is
Yeah.
just talking about, you know, what kind of difficulties they're having, and just giving just a simple hearing screening, and then we can kind of move from there.
Okay, very good. Good to see you.
Likewise.
All right, maybe we'll meet over at the Coffee Bean.
There you go.
All right, take care.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, we'll be right back.